Hi, I'm Doug Peoples, President of Butte Central Catholic Schools, and welcome to We Are BC TV. Today we're taping from Center Court at the Maroon Activity Center, and I have a special guest I would like to introduce to you today is Mr. Ethan Hoffman. Ethan, how you doing?
Happy to be here. I'm good, thanks.
Ethan is the new guidance counselor at Butte Central Catholic High School. He's done a remarkable job in his first semester for that matter, as the new guidance counselor at high school, so we're very excited to introduce to the BC community and BC family Ethan, and we'd like to just talk about some of the great things you're doing and the work you're doing with our students. So, you know, guidance counseling is always an important function in a school, but when you're dealing with a pandemic and all the challenges and the stresses that our students are dealing with, it's even more so important. But you know, I have to tell you that when I visit with students and talk to parents, people are just really thrilled at the great work you're doing. So congratulations on that, and thank you for your service to our school. So let's get right into the role of a guidance counselor. So, you know, when I was in high school, the guidance counselor was primarily trying to help students pursue the next level, whether it's going into the workforce, the military, or into the college world. And at Butte Central, we have a really great tradition and great success with our students going on to college. So let's just talk a little bit about that, the role that you have right now with our seniors and preparing them for college applications and scholarships and going on to higher education.
Absolutely. So the way I sell this to the students, the staff, the community is I'm an advocate for the students. I am there to support them social, emotionally, academically, and like you said, make sure they're on the right path to graduation, post-high school plans and goals. In the pandemic, it has been tough. As you said, this is my first year, and with most of our students, or all of our students, being distance learning in the spring, we had some catching up to do, especially with our seniors. One of those aspects was not being able to take the ACT. So we had to prepare, hit the ground running as soon as we got school back up and running in the classroom this fall. But really giving them those opportunities to succeed, whether it be bringing in college representatives for college visits with our seniors, or setting up student success plans for any of our students that really just needs that extra support as they move through their educational career at BC.
Now, as you mentioned, you're your first year as a guidance counselor, but you have a strong background working in youth programs and working with young people. So maybe tell us a little bit about your background and things you've done prior to being a guidance counselor.
Absolutely. So my background is in psychology. I received my bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Montana. Following that, I returned back home, Sydney, Montana, just 500 miles up the street here.
Good Class A rival of the Maroons, right?
That's right.
Sydney Eagles?
That's right. Returned back home and got recruited by a former teacher of mine who was a CEO of the Boys and Girls Club after school program there. So for the last 4+ years, I was a youth development professional for the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mondac, which covers students from North Dakota and Montana on the eastern side of the state. But really, I've had experience substitute teaching, mostly at the junior high level. I've been involved in coaching at basketball, baseball, and soccer at a number of different levels, and just have really enjoyed, I guess, the humble feeling of watching youth develop through those academics and through their athletic programs.
Well, I think, you know, your youth is a great asset when you're dealing with young people. I think sometimes that you know, young people can relate to someone that's younger, but you know, I've heard nothing but great things about your work with kids. Now, I know one of the things that we referenced earlier in the interview that you know, with the stresses and all the things that kids are dealing with the pandemic, you have a big role in helping kids through social, emotional health, mental issues as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's great.
You know, just this last week we had our semester finals, so that is definitely a stressor in every high schooler's journey. But just through this first semester, I have been able to sit down with students one-on-one. With the class sizes at Butte Central, it's been a great experience to be able to sit down and have those interpersonal relationships with the students, and have the time to really focus on their needs and the resources that they need to succeed at the school. I mostly focused on freshmen and seniors to start, mostly with the transition of freshmen coming to the high school level, and with our seniors transitioning into their post-high school plans. Now I can focus on curriculum and our progression in academics with all of our students as we move forward in the school year.
Well, that's a great segue into the next thing I wanted to talk about. I know that you played a big role in the fall with students who were struggling, for instance, in a class. You did some great work with academic support. So maybe talk a little bit about, I know after school you're constantly helping young men and young ladies with academic needs. So that's another aspect of your position.
Yeah, so I'm usually after school helping students that need extra help, whether it's study skills, homework help, but also with the help of our new English teacher, Ms. Brett Charlton. We have started facilitating the Bishop Thomas Scholars Academy, which was mostly focusing on ACT prep, but we have quite a demographic of students from freshmen to seniors. So we really wanted to build the program to be effective and efficient for all of our students. We implemented subject matter from the ACT to just get that baseline experience, but we also included professionalism activities and some organized writing skill activities to really make it beneficial for some of those students that won't be taking the ACT even next year or the year after.
I think that's really a great thing about Butte Central, though. We're a small school, and sometimes we certainly would like to have more students, but our small school size allows teachers to collaborate and work together. So for instance, when there's a student that might be struggling in a class, there's that interaction that you have with the teachers to really work as a team to help students through. So it's that personal touch and that individual attention that Butte Central really is able to provide students.
Yes, and the administration has been super supportive. The teachers have been awesome. We've been able to collaborate on a number of different levels to, like you said, support these students and give them the best opportunities to succeed.
I think that's a great part of our school, really, that we're able to work as a team, and there's so much individual attention, and every student in our school is important. And because of our school size, we can provide that attention and help each student reach their highest potential. And that's really the goal of education, but it's an asset at our school for sure.
Yes.
Now, we're heading into the second semester. In fact, it starts tomorrow at our high school. So we're getting ready for semester number 2. But I know one of the exciting things that's going to happen is you're also going to take your talents and your work as a counselor to our elementary school. And you're going to be spending a couple hours every day and a full day on Thursdays as well, working with the students at Butte Central Catholic Elementary. So what a great thing for our elementary school to have your services as well. We really haven't had a counselor at that school for many years, and so I know that the teachers and the administration and the parents are really excited about that. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing at the elementary school.
Yeah, so given the opportunity by my school counseling program through Montana State University in Billings, I will be putting in some hours at the grade school and supporting those students and those teachers in some of the same things that I have been implementing at the high school, such as the social emotional support, the student success plans, academic support. But I really also want to work with collaboration of teachers with those students that need the extra resources. As they're younger in this school district, we want to make sure that we can provide the appropriate resources for them throughout their education at Butte Central, and figuring out a way to create these resources, implement them, and have them move along with them through their education to continually support them is going to be very important. I also want to help out with some of the high-risk testing, the standardized tests that will be active down there, as well as really just building those communication skills with the students. One of the unfortunate things about the pandemic and coming into a new community, a new school district, is not getting to know the families right away. I look forward to the day that I can sit down with a family face to face and discuss not just issues, but praise for the work that the students are doing. So any way that I can help support these students and their families, and by building some of those relationships at the elementary level, that'll just help, I think, cultivate those type of relationships as they move up to the middle school and the high school level as well.
Well, I know that's awesome, and I think that's going to be a great thing for our elementary school. And I know one of the other things you'll be concentrating on is helping our 8th graders start that transitional journey into high school. So you're going to be working in great detail with our 8th graders to start making sure they're ready for high school and preparing them for the next phase of their lives.
Yes, it's a big transition from junior high to high school, and it's something that we may take for granted now, being out of it for a while. But you look back on it, and just giving them that confidence and that competence to understand what they're going to be experiencing, and in the classroom what they'll be exposed to, will only help them, again, with that confidence to achieve what they need to achieve when they get to that level. So I will be working with the 8th graders. I'll also be just that face that they can come to first day of school and they're in high school with this opportunity I get working with them at the middle school this spring.
Well, Ethan, that's awesome. I just want to tell you again, I think you're doing a great job. I just think that the students are very grateful for the work you've done at the high school. I know our teachers, you're working in a great way with our teachers to collaborate and just to enhance that personal, individualized attention that we pride ourselves on at Butte Central. And I know that now that you're going to be at the elementary school, that you're going to be working with our for that matter, pre-K through 12. So what a great thing for Butte Central Catholic School. So
I look forward to it.
Well, thank you for joining me today. Best of luck in the next semester. I know you'll be anxious to get your program completed, but you've been amazing to our schools, and I just think that what a great year to have you come on board in the middle of the pandemic, and we've got to find a way to keep you at Butte Central for many years, so thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.